All right, so I just finished a run. So partially how I'm surviving this holiday season is I'm just doing what I can. And I'm doing a shit ton of cardio, to be honest. So this day is crazy busy. And it's very rarely like this for me, to be honest, where I don't have time to do a workout, like, at all. Because it's the most important thing in my life. But I had so many clients in multiple places, especially because everybody's trying to get a session with me before I move to Bali. And then I also have like a girls' dinner, which we know is going to be high calories. So I literally only had half an hour to run the treadmill, and I went ham. And on top of everything else, I forgot my headphones, so I literally raw dogged it, and no headphones, just listen to the quiet, shitty gym music in the background. And you know what? I got it in them. And honestly, for a few minutes there, I wanted to give up. Where I was like, fuck, half an hour, is that even gonna do anything? Especially in the grand scheme of things of how hard I normally train. But every little bit does make a difference. And I'm gonna look at my Whoop later to see actually how many calories I burned. But in this dinner, we're going to a really nice restaurant called Queen's Harbor. And I've been there before and it's amazing. And I wanna allow myself to eat whatever. So to be able to do that, you have to know what sacrifices you wanna make and what you feel okay with. And today, my sacrifice is barely eating anything during the day. I've literally only had 500 calories. I'll include a picture of my calories and my Whoop step count. And so those are the sacrifices I have to make. And to be able to make myself mentally feel okay with eating whatever I want, I had to do that run. I had to get some kind of workout in. So, I'm Anastasia, and we're back on the vlog. So, it's Christmas time, and everybody always struggles with eating around Christmas, gaining weight, and all that stuff. So right before Christmas, I was on a cut. And right now, my goal during Christmas is to maintain my weight. If I lose weight, awesome. But to be able to properly enjoy Christmas without feeling deprived and to be ready to go ham in January, you need to let yourself have fun. But we don't want to completely let ourselves go because we've worked so hard to get into the same place. So my goal in this video is to give you practical tips to implement during this time, and then also keep you on track as best as you can so you don't feel like you fell off your goals, but you balance it with all the beautiful time with your family and friends that you want to be able to have, and eat all the good food you can. And guys, I fucking love food. You don't even know how much I eat. I'm kind of known for that, even though you won't be able to tell. So I want to give you my tips how to balance that out. And right now I'm going to a Friendsgiving dinner at a place I really like, even though I've been there only once before, called Queen's Harbor. It's new. And I want to be able to eat whatever I want. So to be able to do that, there's a few things that are important. I'm going to give you my top tips of how to go about things. So tip number one is have a strategy. If you have a plan, you will know what to do, and all you have to do is follow the plan. So if you're just aimless and just trying to not eat that much or whatever, it honestly just doesn't work out. Like, in the moment, you'll be hungry, you'll want to enjoy, and you'll be like, fuck it, I don't care. So have a plan. Write it out. Talk about it with someone if you need to. Get a coach if you need to. So what my strategy is, I'm still tracking calories. So even though I'm not in a deficit, I'm trying to maintain, I'm still tracking calories around the days that I know I'm going to go out. So tonight. So it's going to be tip number two. So it kind of feeds into it. Is on the days I know I'm going to have a big meal in the evening or a big lunch, whatever is the outing, I'm not going to eat most of the day. So we're basically trying to fast to account for all the calories you're going to have in the evening. Today, I basically ate only like 500 calories. I think a little bit over like 600 with change. And yeah, it has to come from somewhere. You have to make certain sacrifices to reach your goals. Tip number 3 is know what sacrifices you have to make to get to the goals you want. So everything comes with a price. When you go to a store, you want to buy that expensive bag, that comes with a price. It's not going to come for free. Same thing with your goals. People think, oh, I want to just be like fit and look good. That's not going to come from nothing. That's why not everybody has it. That's why it's not easy. So what are the sacrifices you are willing to make? So what I decided the sacrifice I was willing to make is eat less on the days that I'm gonna go out for dinner. That's one of my sacrifices. And so yeah, barely ate anything during the day, but you know what? I'm gonna go ham tonight and eat as much as I want. This is not a strategy for every day because you wanna generally be healthy, eat well-balanced meals, but in terms of kind of times or times around your birthday or certain events, we need to have certain strategies in place to stay aligned. And it's not ideal, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Then, seeping into that is also on the days that, because for example, this week, it's not just one event. I have 4 dinners. So on the days that I don't have dinners, I'm honestly eating less as well, less than usual. Because I know I'm going to go over calories on those dinners and I want to allow myself to. If you don't want to do that, then what you're going to have to do is be healthy and not eat that much during those outings. But fuck it, I don't want to do that. So I'm going to eat less on the other days as well. And generally, when you're tracking calories, you have a certain allotment per week. So depending on how we distribute it, to make sure I'm eating at my maintenance calories, I'll make sure the total for the week is that amount of calories and change the way I structure a day to day. If you're not tracking calories and you don't want to, just eat less than normal. Either decrease your portion size, eat less meals, eat less fatty foods, whatever. Just always keep your protein high. So that, again, that's very important as well, is that we want to maintain protein and not lose muscle mass. So always prioritize protein. And then strategy, so then this seeps into strategy number 4 is, and plus the sacrifices that I am willing to make, is I'm doing a shit ton of cardio to account for all the energy I'm going to be intaking to my body. We must burn that energy. So honestly, I love moving. I don't care. I can move as much as possible and I'll enjoy it. So part of my personal sacrifices is doing cardio every day. So part of that today, even though I was super busy and didn't have that much time, I only ran for half an hour, which is not my ideal. Usually I do a 1 hour to 2 hour workout, plus I'll run for half an hour to an hour. But I was busy. And so, it's okay. You have to be kind to yourself and know I did my best today with whatever I have, and that's enough. And then when I have the capacity to do more, I will do more. Life is not perfect, so we've got to make do with what we can with the time we have and reward yourself for it. Don't beat yourself up. That's going to make life harder, and then you're going to get stuck in a negative feedback loop where you don't want to do shit. So be your own best cheerleader and just know I gave it my all today. What I'm doing is I'm going for a run for half an hour to an hour every day. Not everybody has the time or doesn't like running, and plus I'm doing that on top of my workouts, which not everybody has the time for. So if that's you, then I think what a better rule of thumb is move your body every day to whatever capacity you have, because we're trying to burn as much as possible. So keep your steps high, try to get a workout in every day. Maybe that's cardio, maybe that's your lift. Just try to do as much as you can, and maybe more than usual to account for everything coming in. So that one's flexible. It really depends on your schedule and your lifestyle, but I find it's crucial. And again, if you're going off, then something has to give, a sacrifice has to be made, and maybe that's your time. Also, I'm realizing that it's so much hard to multitask while I'm doing my makeup. Like, I keep forgetting what makeup I have to do, so I don't know how people in these videos do it. Honestly, I have more respect for them now that I'm actually trying to do this. I wonder if like all the girls who are actually good at makeup are like horrified how I did my makeup. Who knows? But she looks kind of cute. So literally the life of a personal trainer is I just finished training clients at the gym and I'm literally in the gym changing, trying to make everything work. So here we are. Perfection is honestly never there in my life, but that's okay. We do the best we can with what we have and get to enjoy it.